Hello crypto geeks and welcome to another exciting video. I'm super excited. We got another positive news guys today and another amazing document that's just been granted for Ripple. Super exciting guys. Two amazing things I have for you today. The first one, this new document that was just granted by Judge Netburn in the lawsuit is going to make you super happy. Let me start by saying thank you for joining this channel. If you've not clicked that like and subscribe button, you should, because I give you the latest updates minute by minute. Click that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. With that said, you know I'm not giving you any financial or legal advice. You always have to do your own research. Before we get into it, the price of XRP right now is sitting at 62.5 cents. Bitcoin at 33,500. Excellent. If you bought the dip, you should have bought the dip. But let's get right into this document. So, that Ripple has just been granted by Judge Netburn access to internal trading policies that the SEC's had. And the SEC's tried to fight this in the last document a couple documents ago, but they got declined and Ripple got granted. And what this is talking about is Judge Netburn, first of all, she's telling the SEC, stop toying around and you need to submit these documents that I've ordered to Ripple with all the internal stuff about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and now you need to tell them what your internal trading policy is. So are any of your employees buying crypto that you're saying is a security? And this is really going to screw over the SEC big time. And I bet you that the SEC is regretting the delay that they got granted, the 60 days. Because look what's happened now. Now the SEC has going to probably have to subpoena, or they're going to be subpoenaing an official of theirs, an official that served within the SEC, Jake Layton. And now they're going to have to hand over even more documents than they were already ordered to hand over. Which is bad news for the SEC and great news for Ripple. Guys, every single day over the last while, and particularly these last 2 days, have been outstanding, game-changing documents. And I know these documents, these requests were sent before, but now finally we're seeing Judge Netburn actually respond to these documents, which means she's looking at some of this stuff now. Which is good, guys, because guess what other documents we're waiting on results from? The motion to dismiss for Brad and Fraud Garlinghouse. What else are we looking for? The motion about lack of fair notice. Oh, guys, these are two critical motions. And it's looking so good for Ripple right now. Like I said, I think at the beginning, when everybody was talking about this 60-day delay that the SEC was granted, told you, yeah, it might be good for that, for the judge, and Ripple might think it's good for them. And I told you this, but in reality, SEC might think it's good for them, but in reality, what is the SEC going to try and get more than they have now? They've already used their government powers to try and get international information from international agents or governments or whatever, and they've already gotten all the information that they have within the United States. So what else can they get? Nothing. But what is Ripple getting? We haven't yet seen the results from the Ripple asking for international companies to send information to the court. That was requested by the court a couple of days ago, but now we're going to start seeing some of those results for Ripple. Now we're going to hear about potentially a previous SEC official getting subpoenaed and having to witness, to be questioned in court, which is, like I said in my last video, very bad for the SEC. I guarantee you the first question that they will be asked, especially, and it's almost for sure going to be Jay Clayton. I can't see a better person to subpoena than him. He's going to be asked about Ethereum. What? And I think it's going to go like this. First of all, they're going to ask him, is Ethereum a security? If he says no, they're not a security, then the next part of the questioning is all going to be asking him about specifics about Ethereum and then asking him the same question about XRP. So they're going to ask him, did Ethereum had an initial offering? They're going to try to match his answers to information that we already know about XRP. So if you're saying all of these things between Ethereum and XRP match, why is Ethereum not a security and XRP a security? Does it make sense? And this is going to make the case dead in its water just from that questioning. The next, if he says yes, Ethereum is a security, then guess what the next round of questions are going to be? They're going to be, you said yourself that Ethereum was not a security when you were in office. Why did you say it then that they were not a security and now you're changing your mind? So really, Jake Clayton is screwed. Whatever he answers, he's screwed, which means the SEC is really screwed. Guys, this is outstanding news. And every single day, Ripple is getting more information for discovery, which means what? Guys, you'll hear this from almost every lawyer. What determines a case and the success of a defendant is discovery. And I don't think nobody can argue. It's not arguable that the Ripple right now is, I'm going to say it, destroying the SEC. Really, there's not been a single point that the SEC has brought up that's not been completely demolished by Ripple. And really, the SEC is sitting there trying to itch their head as to what to do next. Wow, that lawyer that they just hired, that they hired supposedly for the settlement and ended up being the one that has his name on every single document fighting the case right now, he didn't do them any good at all. They just brought him from Chicago and for no reason. But guys, this is amazing news. And I'm telling you, this makes, first of all, for a loss of the SEC lawsuit very highly likely if it continues to go to trial. But this is really what it does, is it makes a settlement closer now than ever. Because the SEC is going to have to see. If they don't, they've really shot themselves in the foot. But they're really going to have to see beyond this case. There are repercussions of them potentially losing this lawsuit. So I think when you get to this stage where really you're seeing you're trying to move without arms and legs, you're like shaking on the ground trying to move forward in this lawsuit. You have no way forward. All you're doing right now is making yourself look worse and worse and worse by the day. And you're not going to get anything out of it. And I think the SEC is going to have to realize, and I think they may have already realized, that delaying is only, even if you're planning to settle after, is only hurting your reputation more. Ripple right now, Ripple's team, it's very clear they're not a team to play around with. They're not a joke. They know what they're doing. And it doesn't matter what about specifics, but they've really played this out very, very, very well. And they've really put the SEC in a very, very tough corner. And the thing is right now, I think Ripple's demands are getting higher and higher from the SEC moment by moment. And I think the SEC is realizing that, and they're trying to prepare now to give a more lenient stand on XRP. In fact, when you read the last news thing about the commissioner of the SEC saying, maybe XRP is not a security. When a serving commissioner says that, you can't say stuff like that without having gotten the approvals from top-ups, particularly in a case where there's a lawsuit. So I think the SEC is preparing for the worst case scenario. And I think that worst case scenario is really heading their way very, very soon. Another two super, super positive news, guys. You guys are going to love this, man. It's a good day today. I put it in a picture because it's hard sometimes finding the tweet when you're doing the video. But Biden says we need to safeguard privacy. More importantly, we need to encourage great innovation and guarantee that tech companies can thrive in the United States. Guys, look, I just want you guys to just look a couple of videos back. Excuse me, I just pushed my mic. A couple of video back. And what did I tell you? I said, look, the United States is going to have to support American companies. That's really their only way out. And I told you that they're going to. They're going to, because they know they're going to be using Ripple and XRP, whether they like it or not, particularly when other countries begin using their digital currencies. So do you just make them create an alternative outside the United States, or do you take on and support American companies? And I told you, because of the economy and what's happening economically within the United States, they're really going to be pressured to support American companies. And da-da-da-da-da. And if this is not really talking about crypto, I don't know, what it could be talking about. Innovation and tech companies that thrive in the United States. This is like almost like naming Ripple, in my opinion, because there's not really, whenever you hear about innovation these days, it's usually targeted towards crypto, because that's the growing and innovative field. So I think this is even that, the government, the United States government and Biden, they're starting to play their card in pushing this case towards Ripple, which is great. And I told you guys, I told you that Treasurer joining the Ripple team is a huge deal, not because of her experience, but because of who she knows. And I told you she served during the time of Obama, and there's no way in hell that she does not have direct contact with the vice president then and the president now, Joe Biden. And I think they're starting to play those cards, which is bad for the SEC. They're going to get a lot of pressure now from the government. Another super good news, guys. I'm spoiling you guys with good news today. Paraguay's largest university is going to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, DAS, and XRP. Guys, this is big deal. This is a ginormous deals, guys. Ginormous deals. You want to talk about utility, huh? They're going to talk about utility now. The SEC is going to talk about utility in the case. I don't know if this is not utility, what is? So, great news. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the latest update minute by minute from Crypto Geek, which is me. Channel on Twitter's Crypto Geek News. I'll retweet all these cool things. So, Crypto Geek News, make sure you please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you want to be a super supporter and really want to help me out, share my video on Twitter so we can bring on a bigger Crypto Geek News, team, and continue to support our beloved XRP, our beloved crypto. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, my stream is on Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking lots of cool things to talk about. I want to get to know you guys too. So I'll see you in that stream and in the next video. Click like and subscribe, please.